We're here at the Roundabout at Reed Market, Mount Washington, and Century Drive, rebuilding some of the ADA ramps and sidewalk areas, also doing some preliminary patchwork in the street in preparation for a major renovation of this roundabout.
The street department has been looking for a way to maintain 25 roundabouts in the city of Bend. They're deteriorating at a pretty rapid pace, 6 to 7 years. And so we're looking for something that was going to last 30 to 40 years where we don't have to interrupt traffic.
Our intention here is to replace the asphalt with a full 9 inches of concrete and a stabilized base underneath. That should last us up to 50 years of life.
Typically with concrete, we might have to come back in here at about 15 to 20 years, reseal the cracks, which we're going to put in there. The other thing we might have to do at that time of its life is do a skid test, just to make sure that we're still getting traction on it.
Concrete has been used all over, even in the cold areas of the country, Minnesota, Chicago area, it's in Seattle, Alaska. They use it everywhere, and it performs very well. It's much more enduring than asphalt, and now with the change in some of the petroleum costs, it's cost effective to put in concrete, especially with life cycle.
The Mount Washington Reed Market Center roundabout is one of the busiest roundabouts in the city.
There's an excess of 20,000 cars a day. It takes the buses up to Mount Bachelor in the winter. There's a lot of school activity nearby.
It's one of the quickest way to get east-west through town. You've got a lot of schools, parks and recs facilities.
Roundabouts inherently are a very efficient way to move traffic. However, what that means is everything's in motion and turning at all times, stopping, starting, turning. This is a major project, and we'll close down this intersection for about 40 days with a detour. If we'd ask the public to be patient and understand that we don't have many alternatives, hopefully, if done correctly, we won't have to be back in here for quite a long time. So it's an investment in the future. During the detour, cars coming up Reed Market, heading out to the mountain, will have to detour at the Mount Bachelor Village roundabout, go up past the BMC, across Century, down Chandler, and back out here to Mount Washington. So from Mount Washington, they'll take a right on Mountaineer up into West Ridge, where we'll complete the roadway back out to Century. Coming down the Century Drive or Cascade Lakes Highway, as they approach this roundabout, there'll be a bit of roadway that will be put in temporarily during the detour. They'll take a left. It'll be the right-of-way, taking a left, go on to West Ridge, onto Mountaineer, out onto Mount Washington, then kind of backtrack.
Part of this project is to bring the ADA ramps up to compliance, in which we're working on right now before the contractors come in and start with the full depth reclamation and the concrete part.
We're estimating this project, when we do the concrete installation, will take about 40 days. Hopefully in our timeline it'll only be 30, but we're given a little bit of fudge factor. And the largest part of that will be allowing the concrete to cure before we allow large traffic on it. This project is a pilot. As mentioned, it's been used throughout the nation, concrete, but so we expect it to perform well, and if it does, we plan on using it in other roundabouts and other intersections.
Part of this construction project is going to be partly done by city crews, mostly done by private contractors with the supervision of city staff.
Summertime is our busy time. We're doing a lot of construction with ADA ramps, improvements, sidewalk improvements, road improvements, overlays, chip seals, prepping for chip seals, crack sealing, pothole patching, that sort of thing.